Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the DC Universe Classics Mattycollector exclusive Club Infinite Earth subscription BATZARRO figure. This might be the last of the subscription figures that we get. Supposedly they'll be doing the last couple that they have. What is that? There's a fuzzy. Supposedly they'll be doing the last couple that they have tooled up next year in some sort of subscription style format, even though the sub didn't go through, but we'll see about that. So this is the last one that we know of for sure, and it's kind of a good one to end on. I mean, it's a decent figure, and it's one that I think a lot of people are going to want since it's Batman related, and Batman is usually one that most people want. Aside from looking cool and being kind of unique, he's not exceptionally awesome. I mean, they don't do anything that's really out of the ordinary for this guy, so it's not like you're going to pick him up and be blown away, but he's definitely good enough. That's a good way to put it, I think. So let's see how tall he is. He stands about 6 3/4 inches tall to the top of his ears. And I have to say, I do like the sculpt on the head. The teeth and the whole jaw area looks good, and then the eyeless mask looks really good as well, and just the shape of it, I do like that. I like the shape of the cape. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure that it is a new sculpt for the cape. I don't remember seeing this exact sculpt on a Batman figure before. It looks like there are some new features. You can kind of see these seams on the tips of the cape folds. That looks new to me. And it's cool because they painted it gray on the inside, and that's just a really nice looking feature. He has a new belt, obviously. It is upside down, and it looks like the little flaps are hanging open, so that's kind of cool. And I think everything else is stuff that we've seen before. It's a pretty generic of the bigger bodies with the Batman forearms and boots that are sculpted on. I don't remember if Batman's had sculpted boots before, so those might be new. Can't say for sure. So I mean, it's pretty standard DCUC figure. He does come with a pretty decent Batarang. I don't remember offhand if this is one that they've used before or not. There's been so many, but it's a nice little sculpt. It's a little warped from the packaging, but who cares? A little hot water and it's good. So at least they included it. As far as paints go, pretty minimal. The blacks are black. At least the gloves and boots are sculpted, so that's nice. The chest is not, but it is painted well, so that's pretty cool. I already said the face is painted fairly well. There's no shading on his body at all. Is there any on the inside of the cape? No. So there's no shading anywhere, unfortunately. For a subscription figure, I think that's a little disappointing, and I think most people will agree with me that a sub figure should be a little bit better than your standard figure, and this is pretty much on course for standard. Oh well. Let's look at the articulation real quick. The head, no up and down really. It can kind of go down just a tiny bit, but not enough to speak of. It does rotate technically, but it's really tight. But I mean, that's okay, I guess. It's not going to break or anything, I hope, so it's probably okay. Standard ball hinge shoulders, nothing new there. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and a wrist swivel. He does have the open hands on both sides. Same articulation all the way around. Ab crunch, does it work? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. His seems to work, so that's pretty good. He does have a waist swivel. The belt is a separate piece, so it'll swivel independently, so you have to line that up yourself. That's okay, I guess. The hips, standard DCUC hips. Uh-oh. Can't bring his legs out. That is no good. I don't know why, but I cannot bring his legs out to the side, and I'm not going to risk it, so that's not good. They do both go forward and back though. Thigh swivel, single jointed knee, and the standard ankle. It does have a pretty good range of motion. Sometimes they don't, so that's alright by me. One thing I want to point out, when you line up his thigh muscles, his quads, it brings his left leg out at an angle. This one's pretty much square. This one swings out to the side, so I don't know if that's something they screwed up, or I don't remember any of the other molds having that problem, so I don't know if they just botched this one or what, but that's kind of irritating. Not a huge deal, but it is something to note. So for being a sub figure, it's pretty unimpressive, but for being a Marvel Legends, a DC Universe Classics figure, it's pretty much par for the course and probably worth picking up if you're a collector of Batman or DCUC figures. There it is, guys. I do want to point out, I just realized I didn't say it yet, the belt is painted, the buckle has some gold on it, but that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. In the meantime, keep collecting.